So yesterday, in case of in EV types, we saw about the hybrid vehicles, right? So we saw the very first, which is parallel hybrid, right? And in that parallel hybrid, we saw that uh, parallel hybrid is basically where the combustion engine and the motors, they both, combustion engine and electric motor is acting together to run the battery, run the vehicle, right? So they both will be giving their input to the powertrain or the transmission, right? And over here, because it is a hybrid vehicle, so combustion engine, internal combustion engine will be the primary source, right? It will be the primary source. So combustion engine will be of higher power as compared to the motor, right? So does anyone of you have any question regarding this parallel combination from yesterday's session? Like any question, anything you want to ask regarding this?
No, sir.
No? Okay, fine. So now let's move on to the second combination, which is series combination, right? So over here, now see, in this case, in case of series combination, we have the motor drive, right? The same thing, electric motor is there and IC engine is there. Both of them are there. But over here, you can see the difference is the electric motor is connected to the transmission, but IC engine is not connected to transmission. It is connected to a generator. Okay, it is connected to a generator, and this generator is charging the battery pack, right? And the motor will use energy from the battery pack to drive the vehicle, right? So this is the series combination. Okay, so this is what we call a series combination, where the motor is driving the vehicle and engine is generating the battery pack. So in case of series combination, your motor is primary source. Okay, and engine is secondary source. Okay, so in this case, the motor will be of higher power as compared to the engine. So the motor power will be greater than the engine power, because engine is responsible only to recharge the battery pack and nothing else, whereas motor is responsible to drive the vehicle, right? Okay, so this is what series combination is, right? So uh, if I want to summarize, like if I put it in perspective, okay, okay, I'll use this. So just to put it in perspective, you can also take it take it in this way, that we have parallel hybrid and we have series hybrid. Okay, right? So parallel hybrid is basically IC engine vehicle fitted with a powerful electric motor, right, to assist the engine. Okay, right. Series hybrid is electric vehicle fitted with IC engine to recharge battery pack. Okay, is this clear? This is the major difference that we have between parallel and series hybrid. Okay, so parallel hybrid is basically an IC engine vehicle where you are uh, attaching an electric motor a powerful electric motor to assist the engine and to drive the vehicle and everything, right? Series hybrid is an electric vehicle, and you are placing an IC engine in that vehicle to recharge the battery pack, right? So that you don't have to worry about the range. Okay, so this is the major difference between parallel and hybrid vehicle. Okay, and that is why in case of parallel hybrid, IC engine is powerful, means IC engine is of greater power, and in series motor is powerful. Okay, because it is primarily an electric vehicle fitted with IC engine, and in parallel it is primarily an IC engine vehicle which is fitted with electric motor. Okay, so is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, and from this you have the third difference, which is battery pack
Correct.
is small in size, right? As we saw in case of BMW i8 also yesterday, right? So the battery pack is smaller in size because the primary source is engine, right? So you don't need too much big of a battery pack. Okay, whereas in case of series hybrid, because it is primarily an electric vehicle, so battery pack will be larger in size. Okay, so to show you the example, so just to clarify this, so I will, yesterday we saw BMW i8, right? So okay, I will just again come to it, this one only. So for parallel hybrid we saw BMW i8, right, which is parallel hybrid, and for series hybrid we will see BMW i3, okay, which is series hybrid. Okay, so BMW i3, as you can see over here on there are two images for this vehicle. So just let me check if I have another image also. Okay, oh no, okay, I might have the other image also, just a minute. Mhm. Okay, so this is BMW i3, right? The vehicle that you have is BMW i3 over here, right? So for BMW i3 you can see there is this uh sorry, we have battery pack, right? Over here we have the battery pack, and okay, so over here we have the battery pack, and then at the back, right, here we have electric motor, right? So the motor is placed at the back, right? And with this image I think it gives you a better idea of how small the powertrain is, right? So it just sits there at the back, right? And you have the whole boot space, you still have the whole boot space as compared to IC engine. If you would have had an IC engine over there, so you would not have had that much of boot space as compared to what we have over here, right? So anyway, so this is, you have, we have the battery pack and we have the electric motor. So primarily this BMW i3 is an electric vehicle, right? But if I come to this picture now, right, so over here we have the motor right? So this is the electric vehicle BMW i3. Right now, in case of BMW i3, when you go to like when you are going to buy BMW i3, so you have an extra option of adding range extender. Like you have two models. Okay, so the second model has a like it the second model variant has range extender to it. So range extender is nothing but, as you can see in this image also, so there is an IC engine placed beside the motor. Okay, right, and this is 1.2 liter two cylinder engine. Okay, right, this is a 1.2 liter two cylinder engine, whereas in case of BMW i8 we had 2 liter three cylinder engine. Okay, right. So in case of BMW i8, which was parallel hybrid, we had 2 liter three cylinder engine, and over here in case of IC engine, like in case of BMW i3, we have 1.2 liter two cylinder engine, right? So this is one of the advantages of using series hybrid, that uh, it really reduces the emission because the engine size is reduced and the motor being the primary source of drive. Okay, primary driving source, so thus it helps in reducing the whole power consumption and everything, right? So this is about the parallel and series hybrid. Okay, now the thing is okay, now out of these two, the parallel hybrid is the one which is most commonly seen. Range extender or the series hybrid combination is really rare. Like you will in around the globe you will find hardly 10 to 15 models which have this feature of range extender. Hardly 10 to 15 models around the globe. Okay, right. The major reason behind that is of cost. Okay. Cost being the major reason behind that, because electric vehicle, as I already mentioned, it is an electric vehicle fitted with IC engine, right? So electric vehicle will has a high cost in on its own, right? It is costly on its own. So adding an extra range extender to it or an IC engine to it will further increase the cost, and thus people like it is it doesn't have that much of popularity. Okay, but yes, it is. Uh, I personally find it more feasible than the parallel hybrid setup. But yeah, okay. So we have parallel combination and then we have series combination, right? So the parallel combination, the major advantage is you have IC engine also working for the transmission. So if the battery goes down, you can use IC engine to drive the vehicle, right? Or you can say vice versa. Like if initially when you are you want extra acceleration and everything, you can use motor to assist the engine, right? So these things can be done. In case of series hybrid, the major advantage that you get is you can save more fuel by uh, adding like using the IC engine only to recharge the battery pack, right?